Hello there, people, and welcome to yet another level. This time around, we shall be checking out a level called Shadow Palace. Alright. Well, at least based on last time, things are actually seeming to work again. So, I guess that's a promising part of it. I didn't see any real issues with, whatchamacallit, pillage. And so I think for once we're at least starting to get a little better. Not much. I mean, it's like, saying something about like, like slight progress in a world filled with terribleness, but it works. It's slightly better. So, yeah. Let's actually get back to it and see if we can check out Shadow Palace. So you can say we're one more level done with this massive list. There we are! Shadow Palace! A freaking dark blue room again. No joy. We just escaped a room of blue and we're entering a room of blue! At least Q2 is not redundant! Oh, you've gotta be kidding me, right? I was getting too optimistic. Well, people, if you guys are familiar with how Q2 works and what we've had to deal with in the past, you'll know exactly what the problem is. Once again, much like, whatchamacallit, I think it was maybe, I completely forget the name of the level, but there was one level that we played at one point that did something like this. Actually, no, it wasn't, that level. It the there was a level. If you remember, Damon's Lair or Demon Lair. It was one of those two. I think it's I yeah. See, it's Demon's Demon's Gate. That's it. And yeah, it's like Damon's Gate was bad. Demon Gate was good. And Demon Gate basically was the multiplayer level that worked, but Damon's Gate was a broken version of said level. And basically, what happened was you try and load up the multiplayer level, and you get that error message. Why? Because effectively, there's no spawn locations in the multiplayer level. What does that basically mean? That basically means, for all intents and purposes, we have a multiplayer deathmatch level with no ability for multiple players to spawn into said level. Basically, it's the most useless thing under the sun. I don't care what you say, there is absolutely nothing more useless than these Q2 levels that basically don't even allow you to play them in multiplayer. I mean, you can't even force another person who ever got Q2 to play these particular levels with you, because the fact of the matter that even though they're designed for multiplayer, they didn't have the most important part, and therefore you have absolutely nothing you can do. They're basically essentially levels that just clutter up the interface, and you can kind of load up in single player and walk around them. That's basically the entire point. You can look at objects. You can't really do anything, but you can look at walls. Congratulations! You have just joined Dark Lair or Demon's Gate or whatever as pretty much the most useless level in Q2. So yeah, no matter how amazing this level is, and probably it's not a masterpiece, it pretty much goes as one of the worst Q2 levels ever anywhere because Shadow Palace has absolutely no point. You can't say it has any enemies, it's a multiplayer level, but at the same point, it also doesn't serve a purpose in multiplayer because no multiplayer spawn points. Pretty much, it does not help anybody out there at all. It's a level that exists for no reason. It's there. And yet we're doing this. Why? I mean, nobody serves a benefit from this level, but yeah. Okay, so we have a staircase. Fascinating! We have a staircase! Oh man, the one level with an actual staircase in Q2, and we can't play it because with other people. Look at this. This is a revolution. We have a staircase. I think this is like the first staircase we've seen since like Black Rock Castle, which is like 40 levels ago. Yeah! And it's a totally useless level. Well then, we have multiple staircases. This is a revolution. A revolution that's totally useless due to the fact that we can't actually play it with other people. Well, that's thanks. Okay. Well, I guess all we do is wander around aimlessly and waste our lives. Here's a super nail gun. Shells to add to the collection, and a double-barreled shotgun so I can better shoot things. You know, like absolutely nothing, because nobody else can get in this level. Yeah, I'm gonna reinstate that. I'm gonna state that over and over and over, because that's how terrible this design choice is. I mean, it's probably not even a design choice. It's just being lazily slapped together in 2 seconds and calling it a level. I mean, I don't care what you talk about. This is pretty much one of the worst things you can do for a level, is make it entirely useless in every shape, form, or fashion. I mean, this level benefits nobody. Nobody! But yeah, and that's pretty much the entire level. We have every gun here. We have 2 staircases. You know, staircases! A thing which could be a selling point for this Q2 level. There's absolutely really no other level in here besides the first one really had it. But you know, it was somehow more important to try and, ignore the fact that we could actually get this level working in multiplayer at all. Like I said, it's sad, but at least all the earlier Q2 levels worked in multiplayer. Suddenly now, it seems like we're just getting a marathon of stuff that's broken. I mean, last time around, we actually got a level that worked. I was picky on that level due to just being ridiculously big arches, but now that I look at it, it's the one level we've seen recently that actually has decency in it because it actually works. Every other level we played either has so many broken spawn points to only have one that works, or is totally like this and doesn't work with anybody at all. So, yeah. Everything is terrible. I don't know what cute MicroStar was doing at the time, but apparently it wasn't making good levels. Like, really, this has kind of gone downhill to the point of no return. This is just terrible. And yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. It was going to get worse and worse. And this is pretty much that bottom of the barrel cancer I was pretty much, ready to show you guys. And yeah, it's as bad as I was pretty much saying. Doom, impending doom, I was warned you, and now you must pay the ultimate price. Even now, your mortal husk is in. Oh wait, no, I don't want to go back that route. We're away from Daggerfall. Let's stay away from Daggerfall. Anyway, thank you very much all for watching. I shall see you all next time.